Okay, it says it's live, but I don't see my face in the side box there. So I'm just messing around with this. So if I look ridiculous, I apologize. Let's see here. Let's go to settings. Okay. All right. It says I'm live and it says that I'm talking. The microphone seems to work, but the video of me presenting to everyone. What does that mean? It says I have a viewer. I'm not really sure. Let me see if I can go on YouTube live here and huh. I'm just gonna okay, so I see that it's working, but in the sense that okay. The video is just not working. App called Wirecast Play. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Where's the whole thing that shows? Okay. Says that I'm live. All right. Where's my cameraman? Opening cameraman, it says. It says downloading apps. That might take a little bit. Okay. Okay, so yeah, not exactly sure. I'm kind of learning this as we go, so this is not really anything you could want to watch. I mean, you could watch it if you want. It's probably gonna be pretty boring, but plus I can hear the audio. It's not that great, and I know the video is going to be crappy even when I do turn it on. I can't imagine this would be interesting to anyone. I mean, I'm live. I'm talking. I could theoretically have a broadcast, but there's no video, and that's what I don't understand. Why is there no video? It says turn camera off, but the camera isn't even on. I can't see it. Okay. Watch as I blindly wander through this test here. Control room. For controlling guests. That's not what I need to do. This is going to end in about 10 minutes anyway. Let's see what happens when I just press this button. No stream delay here. Not configured to recorded disk. I don't even know what that means. Let's just. Ask me to sign up for YouTube. That doesn't even. I just need to sign into YouTube. It says I'm live, which is cool. I mean, at least I know that I can go live. That's okay. Okay. So, don't even know why. No. So, really, don't even need that. If only my camera worked. Let's see. Let's try. Turn the camera on. There it is. I turned it off and then I turned it on, and it worked just fine. I'm not really sure. I had a viewer, which is great, but this is a test. This is not going to be what it looks like. This is a low def camera. On this camera's probably this computer is about 5 years old, so the camera's old, and the lighting is not right. I got this bright light behind me that's just making it white right there. So, but this is going to be the general way of how this is going to work. So I'm obviously in the same place as I was when I made that announcement area. This is like kind of like my front room couch where I just, well, I do my computer stuff when I'm not out doing plant things. So I'm just trying to mess around with it. I'm glad that the test is working. I'm gonna get one of those big radio mics, and I'm gonna get a nice high def camera. So this is not what it's gonna look like. I am going to be, upgrading all that stuff and getting it plugged in. That'll take a couple days at least. I did need to make sure that configures to the computer. Like I said, this computer is old, so I'm not sure if it is going to. I'm not sure if I need to upgrade this computer. If I will, then I'm gonna have to get a whole new computer at some point. This is gonna be fine. I mean, it is a pretty decent computer, even though it's old. So I'm just glad that this is working. This is interesting. I'm broadcasting. It says it's gonna go till 7:30 Eastern, so that's 7 minutes from now. But for now, it's working, and this is more than I thought I was going to get out of it. So sorry, the audio is going to be kind of like, for lack of a better term, is bad quality, and the video is going to be, excuse me, not high def. I doubt it. Yeah, today I didn't really do much plant stuff. I wish my mom a happy Mother's Day, because it is Mother's Day today. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And yeah, I had actually, and I'll kind of give this as kind of like up and coming. So if you are watching this as a test, hold on one second real quick. So if you are watching this, I will tell you that the person that I will interview first actually came to my house this morning. It's going to be Ken Johnson from Ken Johnson Palms, and he's been in business for, let's see, 35 years at least. Yeah, about 35, at least 30. So he's been working he specializes in specimen plants. He's probably the #1 guy to transplant palms and other specimen trees in the Miami area, although he will do it anywhere. I've seen him do it in Tampa. I've seen him do it in Fort Myers and all around Central and South Florida, but he basically does most of his work in Miami. He's been with the Palm Society since the 80s. He's been an International Palm Society director. He has a nice, he kind of has his whole place. and I don't want to spoil it because he's gonna be discussing his place, but I'll just kind of tell you how I met him. In 2005, there used to be a festival called Palm Fest every year, and in '05 should have been the first. Actually, it would have been the second spring that, second spring that I was here in Florida. It was in Fort Lauderdale. I had met him through a friend of mine who was my mentor, who I will also try and have on the broadcast. And I'll wait until she's ready to come on, and I'll mention all of that. But she told me to go down to this festival and meet Ken. He's a great guy, and so ever since I met him, we've been kind of doing business ever since. And I've known him for 12 years now, and today, even today, we do the same business we did 12 years ago, and he helped me out quite a bit in starting my ability to work commercially in the palm world, in the plant world. So we have some stories. I'm going to broadcast all that. He'll tell you about his time in the International Palm Society as a director, as a grower. Maybe some old school stories from the 80s and 90s, and maybe some old school Miami stories. So if you're watching this, which there is no viewers now, maybe someone will view it after the fact, but no one is watching this live. But if you're watching this, you might get a little bit of insight. Great guy to talk to. Very, he's charismatic. He has energy about him, and he has ambition and a lot of insight into how things, just in general, how things work. And you can always learn more from talking to him. He'll always tell you exactly how it is. It's not, a lot of times you'll watch some kind of broadcast, you can tell the person is just spitting out whatever they think people want to hear. He's not going to give you that. He's going to give you, exactly how he feels about it. So in a nice way, not like in a, abrasive manner. So, yeah, that's going to be the first interview, and I hope to have other members of the Palm Society, as far as directors or other growers in the Miami area or California or Texas or Louisiana or even up north. If you grow, if you're a plant enthusiast that lives in New York City or Detroit or even Toronto, and you grow tropical plants and you want to talk about the growing, that's one part of the plant world I really don't know. It's like the I guess when you get into the temperate zone, I don't know a lot of people that grow kind of as a they grow in a temperate zone. They're not in like a zone where you normally would grow them in the ground. So yeah, I have friends in Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina that I know that grow plants and palms, but when you get up to where you have to protect them every winter, and any species, then those are people I don't really know. And then there's not a lot of people, but I know they exist. And if you are one of them and you're a viewer that has a good story to talk about and wants to talk about growing plants in that area, I would love to do that, because I am originally, people who may not know this, but I was born in New York City, and I moved between New York and Virginia until I was 22, and then I moved down here in 2004. So I'm kind of like half from New York and half from Virginia. Obviously, I have no accent from either place, that people tell me that I have. So those areas, I saw my first Trachycarpus actually in 1995 in it's called the Fan is the name of the area, but it's a very it's an area of like these nice old houses that are basically this block housing in western part of Richmond, Virginia. And in one of these parks, there was a palm growing. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake, but that was my first experience with Trachycarpus fortunei. I mean, I'm not very, I don't know, I don't grow fortunei because it doesn't grow well here. But as far as being able to see a palm that could grow outside in the ground in a place I live, that was like my first experience with that. My other experiences were basically going down to Cocoa Beach to see my grandparents in Florida on spring break and Christmas and those times. And really, and then a couple spring breaks in college, but that was more for it wasn't plant related. It was more party related. That was around 2001, 2002, and then in 2004, when I moved down here, is when I really got into the plants. So anyway, I'm gonna try and let's see. It's about 7:30 now. I think it's gonna auto stop anyway. So I'm gonna end that there. I'm gonna do a little more checks on. I'm gonna see how this comes back. I'm gonna look into a few microphones, a few cameras. I want to make sure this software worked. I want to make sure that the interface was all working, because I didn't want to buy all the external stuff until I knew it was going to work. So anyway, yeah, I'll leave it there. If anyone watches this, I don't know if I don't know if it posts as like a video does, but it might, and it's gonna sound and look ridiculous, but there's got to be a first time for everything. So yeah, I hope give me some feedback. Tell me, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how the audio is and how the video is. I know the video is probably gonna be like a 5 out of 10. The audio, I mean, I'm just guessing it's not gonna be good. So I hope I can be a good interviewer for you guys. And thanks for watching, and I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day, and I'll look forward to more videos coming up soon. In fact, there's one uploading right now, so I have another 4 or 5 to upload. So anyways, have a good evening, and I will see you guys later.